Chat, what's going on? We have got ourselves a nice 3v3 6-man's scrim. I just butchered that. It's none of those. It's 6 mans. It's 6 mans between a bunch of pros. This is the Friday of the North American Regional that we're recording this. So we got a bunch of players who are inspired to grind, and they're playing what is essentially mix-up scrims. If you guys remember the Reddit joke a long time ago about the mix-up scrims, this is actually legitimately mix-up scrims, you could say, where 6 people from this pro Discord queue up and they elect captains and create teams in order to play some competitive 3v3 against each other that gives you the kind of practice that ranked certainly does not. And not always do you have to have your whole team available to do a scrim. Just another world to practice threes in. And the Discord that these guys are not playing are using... Oh my goodness, that was an own goal. GarrettG just had a nasty shot, but ultimately it was an own goal. There is a Discord that people grind through the ranks to get rank S, rank A. If you ever heard of people saying that, maybe you didn't understand what they meant when they said they were rank A. You're like, aren't the ranks Grand Champ and Supersonic Legend? And what does that mean? Well, there's a Discord that these players grind through and level up in playing matches like this. And this one, though, specifically, is not part of that system. It is just one with a group of pros together to get the best practice. In fact, I think when they originally played, and I mentioned this last time we had one of their games, they were playing for money. I think they would like bet against each other as a way to give themselves more incentive and better practice. High-level drop shot is actually awesome to watch. Yeah, if you guys didn't see it, they actually created a drop shot game to start this off. Probably because Chronic was recording a YouTube video, if I had to guess. So if you guys want to see Chronic's drop shot YouTube video coming in the near future, just know. Or maybe it already came out. I think I saw some Chronic drop shot games. No prediction on this? Yeah, we can do some predictions. Sorry, I forgot to get it going. These guys get going really fast. I never want to delay them. You know, I want to be, like I've talked about before, as invisible. Just a fly on the wall spectating these high-level games as opposed to, you know, this being like content that I'm running or something like that. Chronic, Chicago, and Cheese versus GarrettG, Noly, and Evoh. I feel like it's not often that we actually have a slew of teams playing where nobody has a double up. If you ever seen the memes on YouTube where I joined X team, this is always the Discord that results in those YouTube videos. In fact, wouldn't be surprised to find out that any of them pop out a YouTube video of this exact match. Today's results were fortunate for a few of the people in the lobby and not what they would have wanted for some others, but all of them back on the game, ready to continue the grind, not putting their heads down, which I think is a good sign for any fans of their respective teams. Chicago rocking the absolutely disgusting Vitality decal. Garrett was popping today. I didn't get to catch a ton of the games, but I did hear that GarrettG had a very good day, which GarrettG is like the face of Rocket League, so I think when he plays well, everybody smiles. Pretty much the case for all of NRG. That was actually almost a crazy save. A couple demos to secure the freebie. Rename Orange Team to GenG. Wait, just having Noly on it is good enough to call it GenG? Or did you forget the roster for GenG? Chronic is on blue, and apparently Jack isn't even in the queue. Oh, wow. Late comeback. I feel like the blue team had almost no offense at all. Yo, Reki Zera, thank you for the prime.
Have a nice day, guys. Peace.
Noly makes the gen part, Garrett adds the G. Oh, I see. And Evoh makes the E parts. Yeah, okay, I get it. We could just call him GenG. And everyone will understand. Garrett, Evoh, Noly. Oh, wait, that's actually pretty good. Okay, actually, I've caught up now. I should have realized that you guys were smart and that I was dumb. But I see it now. Their initials and then the last additional G for GarrettG. It's all there. In fact, I'm so convinced we'll update it now. There it is. GenG. That certainly couldn't be confusing for anybody tuning in just now. The real meta for the Pro 6-mans is to creatively name them. Yeah, it is. We've done that in the past, and that's usually because of a limitation of the overlay. But now that we have a fancy overlay, we actually can just fit everybody's name. I can't believe GenG. I mean, I guess I shouldn't be surprised that GenG won. Little Noly air dribble to Evoh finish. Call it G. Yeah, that maybe helps. Leaked roster move? A double roster move, dropping their points in order to run their 6-man's team. Wow, no way. New roster. Yeah, neither of these can be new rosters. Unfortunately, this is one of the rare occasions where you can't farm an I joined X team. Instead, it has to be you created a super team. Who did everybody watch today, primarily? In the madness of day one. I listened into Dig. I went for a run today, and I elected to listen into Dig to see how it went for them. M80, a true Alpha Cap fan, GenG, tuned into Widow's stream to see Dazarin and his take on the on the diss track today. That was actually insane. As I started watching it, I'm like, why is this so good? Why is this so incredible? It shouldn't be this good. It doesn't need to be this good. I highly recommend checking out JamesBot's diss track on Dazarin if you haven't, but I'm assuming that all of chat has because that thing has to spread like wildfire. It's such an entertaining rap. James really went crazy. Yeah. Well, as soon as I saw Turtle in the credits or whatever, I was like, oh, okay. No wonder it went so crazy. To bag Chaser in. Trying to remember how it all went today. I'm pulling up Wikipedia on the side. Do you think Optic should disband? No. I don't think so. GarrettGXJ, thank you for the prime. Oh, quick skip Feer. My goodness. Got any RLCS hot takes? What are my RLCS hot takes? I try my best not to have terribly hot takes. Here's the thing about being a show match caster who likes to debut a lot of the players, not debut, but like show off a lot of the players' skill and have them on matches. You kind of want to be nice to everybody, no matter what. It's like, I don't want to go around. If you're like purely an analyst who like is just allowed to have takes like crazy, and then there's no downside for anybody being upset that you have some crazy take, then you go wild. But I also think, even if I was just an analyst, I think I have a hard time being negative with people in general. So I don't know if I'd want to say crazy negative takes. Call someone trash. It's more exciting. Well, would you guys believe me if I said Daniel was trash? See, that's the only one I can say safely. Because you guys know the real truth. Who would you say is the best ones player? Wow, that's a great question. It was so easy to answer before, and now we all have to sit and talk about if what Zen has done is enough to just say he's won. But I do think he's got about Rawas to go through, probably. One way to put it is, this is what I was talking about previously with other players, is if you asked me who would win and like who I might bet on, that's a different answer than who I think should get a #1 seed if we had a tournament right now. You know what I mean? And the way... Oh my goodness, Chronic just saved that when Chicago was about to score it. What, did he not? But one of the ways... I think the way Johnny does all of his rankings, whatever he does things, is who should get the 1 seed. That's like the way he does his rankings a lot. It's like, all I want to look at is results. I don't want to have any feel on based on how certain things have been going recently or who's been playing. Like, just whoever won... That's who deserves the #1 spot, which is a good way to do it. But right now is a tough time to do that with Zen, right? Because Zen's show match results probably don't give him a 1 seed in a big tournament just because he's never had any results in tournaments, right? So he's still going to get underseeded underneath 1. That being said, if he beat Rawas, I think he might get a 1 seed. Juicy beat Zen? Wait, when did Juicy beat Zen? Was it in ranked? I'm sure Zen's lost tons of games in ranked. Does Zen belong in the top 10? Yeah, he's definitely there now, for sure. I mean, his kind of run is unprecedented. Once upon a time, Daniel made what I would argue is a similar run, and I was trying to say he was #1, so I can't go back and take that back now, but I think Zen is there. A tournament will be the icing on the cake. Only somebody could cook up a tournament. If only we knew somebody who'd like to cook up tournaments. Well, too bad. Oh, wait a second. Orange team needed that and actually almost had it. Oh, Little Psycho by GarrettG? Oh. Cringe bump to end it. You don't think Zen beating Daniel makes Zen better? I think it's just a new playstyle players haven't figured out yet. Interesting. At what point does a player have to win enough times that they do become better? Because Zen is really trying to win enough times. What is a 6-man? I went over the 6-man at the beginning. Probably won't explain too many times what 6-man's is. But you can go back in the VOD at the beginning when I explained right at the start of the games. Given another go, Joreus gets him. You know, I kind of got the impression that given another go, Zen's going to win by more, right? The 3 most recent games that the 2 of them played, Zen won. So I'm not sure why you think getting a second chance would be better for Zen. That's an argument for somebody who has started to win games later in the series, I would say. When did Dan and Zen play? Oh, Bolting, you missed it, man. That was a cultural event that you missed. Flitzwood for Zen. Mm-hmm. Oh, there's like money 6-mans? And you just have to be able to stream it? So when I first started streaming it, I actually told them that they used to do like small bets, and I said, I'll cover them if you guys let me stream them. Just make a little bit of content, and, you know, whoever wins gets a bit of prize. But they don't do that anymore. So now I just watch them. I think he changed his playstyle. Joreus is a master of adaptation, like in a best of 7. Yeah, I think the first best of 7 that Zen has played was Daniel, right? And Daniel... Did Daniel lose the best of 5? Can't remember. He won game 6. Right? I think Daniel won game 6. Well, that might be true, actually. I don't know. I forget. It's all a blur. That's alright. I'm sure Johnny will post it on his YouTube, and you could also just go back and check it on his VOD. I bet his VOD is still up. Daniel lost the best of 5. Oh, wow. Yeah, Daniel was in trouble. That's right. That's right. I forgot he had to steal a couple games. Zen won the first 2 games on US East or whatever it was. Which, officially, this is my reminder that this video can now not go up until Johnny has uploaded that. I'm not sure when Johnny will be putting that out, as we fully exposed all the results of it. Leak it? No way. No shot. I couldn't dare rob Feer subscribers of the ability to watch that match not knowing how it ends. Genji looks like they're having comm issues. Not as good as they normally are. Oh, I get what you're saying. I caught up. But also Genji are destroying right now in this game. Here, look at the orange name. It says GenG. The G means Garrett, the E means Evoh. Yeah, that's exactly. You got it. You started listening to the CJ podcast. Wait, you haven't watched it yet? Wait, assume you... Yeah, you went and watched the VOD. Yeah. You got to go watch it right away. That's a result that's going to be really hard to avoid. You know, if these guys gave me admin, I could... Not to say that the blue team should forfeit, but if they gave me admin, I could control it. They were forfeiting even, you know, earlier in previous matches. Chicago? Oh, that would have been nasty. The backboard reset, drop down, scoring all by himself against multiple defenders. If you were to do any OCE 1v1 matches, or is that like impossible? I think the interesting OCE matches, I've done a couple, but they've been when the OCE guys go to majors and you get a crossover between them and some of the other ones players. I think OCE ones players are a bit underneath the top meta. Back in the day, Dumbo used to be a one's goat. Is that an OCE player? Torsas in his prime? Yeah, we've seen... I got a Torsas match against OSM, I think. And no, I wouldn't say OSM right now is at the top of the one's game. Oh, wow. It's a beatdown. These guys are not going to wait the 25 seconds. Pretty much anytime I've asked Dark to play, he's been interested. I think the reason why you see a ton of Dark recently is because he has been very entertaining and very interested in playing. So I think that's the other reason why you're seeing Zen a ton. It seems like Zen's really eager to play and obviously very interesting to watch. So I think you're going to see Zen against everybody. I've had, if you watch Johnny streams, you hear him talking about people saying they want to play Zen. I've had people ask me if I could get them matches with Zen, and I famously have no contact with Zen. So people are very interested to play him. So anytime he wants to play, he's going to be getting games. Zen bursting onto the one scene. Yeah, I think it kind of reinvigorated. That was almost a psycho to another redirect. That would have been nasty. I think it reinvigorated a ton of ones players. Something about having a new best in the scene is just kind of like a new spark, you know what I mean? That's my take on it. The reason why everyone's gotten so excited is because all the top players had played each other, you know, across the board. Sometimes even multiple times. So like, all right, I've played that guy, you know, I've done it. I've been at the top. I don't know. Unless there's a tournament where I can win some money, I don't know how much I want to grind against X player again and again. And then Zen popped in, And it was like, wait a second. I've never played this guy. This guy's very good. In fact, he might even be the best. Am I not the best? Do I need to play? You know, and this just kind of brings a fire back. Like, oh, I want to get good. If I'm not going to be able to beat him, I want to get good enough to beat him, because now there's this player that I haven't beat. Whereas almost everybody else at the top of the game has traded games between each other. You know, sure, maybe one person's the best right now, but it's like, yeah, I was beating him before, you know. I just haven't focused on it. But when you bring in a new player, to me, it just shakes everything up. You should try adding him like GC said. Zen is super active on Twitter. Yeah, here's the thing about why I don't want to just @ Zen on Twitter. Is because I feel like that comes along with a lot of social pressure, right? Say I go, hey Zen, do you want to play a show match on Twitter? Now there's like this pressure for him to say yes. Maybe he only wants to play games on Johnny for stream for whatever reason. So that's why I haven't done that. DM him? Yeah, its DMs aren't open. I do my old-fashioned method. I do the good old-fashioned method that I've done since the dawn of time that has worked with very little success, but I've always done it, which is I just add him. Just add him on Steam and hope he hits accept. And if he doesn't hit accept, then guess we wait for him to hit accept. Zen has the win streak placebo going right now. Can't accept until he loses. To be fair, it's, you know, Johnny Boy's stream right now is certainly like the premiere, right? We're not all just gonna like trick ourselves into feeling like there isn't just a little bit extra magic playing on Johnny's. And so his run right now, his full streak being on Johnny's, imagine he comes to play on my stream, ooh, that was nasty, and then loses. You know? It's like, that's just not it. You know what I mean? Now, don't get me wrong. If Zen wants to play, I'm going to run games with Zen. But if he ends up doing the full streak and beating every top player on Johnny's stream, that'll be special. And hopefully, the whole one scene gains more fans because of it. And that's a win for me, if you ask me. Who do you have winning RLCS? I think the best storyline is Genji and KC sweeping both their regions, and then going into the major with that being the case. That would be insane. I think that would have everyone the most hype. Worst storyline? Wait, let me readjust. The best storyline is Koi pop off and start to win everything. Out of nowhere, the new GenG is born and it's Koi. And that's the best storyline. Thoughts? What do you think is the problem with NRG? I think there's no problem. Oh! The double fake? No guts. No guts to double fake again. You appreciate the respect you have for Johnny and his channel? Listen, man. I'm just a very effective Johnny fanboy. And I've always been that way. From the very beginning. When I went live... Well, not when I went live for the first time. When I went live for the first time, I just played my Champ gameplay because I was like, Champ is elite and people want to see this. But eventually, when I switched off of that, I was just like, I'm just going to do what Johnny does, man. That's what I like to watch. So I think I'm going to have fun if I just do show matches like he does. And so I've just done that for a couple years now. And it kind of worked. But that was never necessarily the plan. Is Koi an Asian org? No, it's a... Brazil? Brazil? No, not Brazilian. It's not Asian. Spanish. Oh, it's just Spanish. I knew that. I won't hit Johnny Boy numbers until he spends at least 30 minutes per stream stun locked about NA versus EU. You know what it feels like? The thing is, Johnny has a ton of people watching him. And what happens is somebody will say something like, Like, there's a lot of super fans in the world. But Johnny doesn't like the North American super fans. He feels like he needs to correct them. If somebody comes in to the stream and says, you know, Khaled's the best ones player right now, I think we all kind of know that isn't true. But Johnny wouldn't feel like he needs to make sure that person knows that he's wrong. But if somebody came in and said, Daniel's the best ones player right now, he just feels like, gotta make sure you understand why that's not true. Oh, Evoh, imagine popping off. No, I don't. Listen, he's not wrong about pretty much any of the takes. He just focuses on making sure that people who are overly hype about North American teams or players understand why they're not exactly right. Can you ban paper chimps? Wait, Shake Shack is absolutely mid. I don't have Shake Shacks around me, I don't think. I've had them on occasion when traveling. Feer needs more passionate opinions. Yeah, it is a good thing to have very hard takes. I think that it's just a good thing for a streamer or analyst to have. So I need to work on my set in stone opinions. Reddit likes you too much? Reddit likes the ones scene, I think. Reddit is big about the one scene. But yeah, they're really nice to me there. I never had an issue with the Reddit. Whenever people talk bad about the Reddit, I'm like, oh no, they're not so bad. They say a lot of nice things about me. You need to make EU fans understand that too. Here's the problem, man. Here's the issue with that. A lot of the times the stats don't really favor us either. You know? So what Johnny does is he just kind of points to the stats. Says, look, your region lost way more times than they won. Can't really do that the other way around. So Evo's playing keep away, dude. Only he gets to touch the ball. And so the camera is just on him for a full minute. You can lie for content? Who would do that? Who would go out and just speak lies? A real American. A real American just supports the team no matter what. I swear, if Genji wins this 6-mans too, even this fake Genji, they're just too strong. They can't be stopped. Is the 1v1 show match after this? It will be, assuming the players are still interested around the time that the 6-mans are done queuing. It's hard to know if they're going to keep queuing more games or if they'll be done after this one. It's the Noly glue. No, the thing is, apparently Jack was the glue this time.
Just smashed my 104-inch TV because of Gloria. Gloria is embarrassing me in front of my entire family. My 7 children are in tears, scared of my rage as I pace around the room. I can't take this anymore. Goodbye, Gloria.
Yeah, Fear. Thank you for the 16 months of Prime, by the way. I don't know if you guys could hear that, but it is the smashing the TV meme about Furia's performance, which is tough. Evoh, dude. Evoh's the man. Does Dark play Claw? I don't know. Shopping trolley Noly does all the carrying. Has Monkey Moon broke the MMR world record? I'm not sure. Are we going to play Ultimate Frisbee? I'm sure we could bring a disc. Oh, dude, this is intense. This is back and forth. Too bad Genji is going to win like they always do. Wow, that was actually a really impressive soft first touch. Ooh, I wanted that to be a gold bad. Kind of is still off of that great setup. Game 5 OT? No. Evoh's keeping it up. Now Chicago. Oh gosh, gotta get that down. Everybody's recovering late. Noly, a little glue double. A little glue ceiling double. Hit him with the triple reset glue. Elmer's glue. If fake Genji lose, the real one would lose too. Uh-oh. I don't think I've ever seen a 6-man's this close. Wait, is that in? Oh, that's nasty. Genji are always going to win. I'm going to watch out this replay. Sheesh. The little 50 ceiling double. What a way to end it. What a way.